You know, pets are man's best friends, and their long and happy life starts with good nutrition.
Absolutely, but there are a lot of pet food choices for dog and cat owners, and it can be confusing to know what to look for when picking the right food.
Well, here to help us and guide us is Dr. Callie Harris, a veterinarian at Purina. Welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thank you so much
We also
for
got
having
Jackpot
me.
here
We
today.
have Jackpot here. I love, what is he? He's a toy poodle?
He's a toy poodle.
How old?
He is now, he's just about 18 months.
Oh my gosh, how
Adorable.
cute.
Well, he's the reason why I'm here,
There
right?
you
So we
go.
can talk
There you
about
go.
Jackpot and other pets for sure.
You know, we love our dogs, right? We love our cats, and I just wonder sometimes what's right for, let's say, his dog may not be right for mine. So how do we know what's appropriate
100%.
for that nutrition that we want?
Absolutely. So here's the thing. I'm a pet parent, just like you guys are, right? And I, too, can get overwhelmed. It can be very confusing with so many pet food choices out there. So I always like to stick to 3 main points. Lifestyle, life stage, and form and function. So if you consider those 3 main points, that's going to help narrow down the options for your pets.
Talk a little bit about life stage. I mean, what does that really mean? Does that deal with age, or what does that mean?
You hit it on the head.
Okay.
So life stage is going to correlate with the age of our pet. And so there's going to be 3 main categories. So the first life stage is going to be the development stage. That's going to be for puppies and kittens, like Jackpot here. And that's going to be for those pets up to 2 years of age. You can imagine this is through their growth and development stage. And so the nutrients that are going to be placed in that earlier food product is going to really help with that process. In comparison to the adult formulas, at that point, we're just trying to either maintain or achieve a healthy body weight, and maybe take a look at any type of chronic medical conditions that we need to target. And then the last stage will be seniors. So that's going to be those pets that are age 7 or older. And at that point, we really want to put an emphasis on ensuring that they're getting all of their calories, as well as focusing in on their brain health.
All right, and now let's talk about lifestyle. How does that affect their needs as well?
Lifestyle has huge impact because we have to be honest with how active our pets are going to be with their pet parents. So if you're super active and you're exercising with your pet on a regular basis, they're going to need nutrients that are going to help support that energy burn, versus those pets that are more couch potatoes, right? Those are the ones that we have to really focus in on maintaining the ideal or a healthy body weight.
And your lifestyles can change over time, right? Not just with age, but just they change over time.
100%. Not only is their activity going to change with age, also their preference. So it's going to be really helpful to weave in that form and function capability of food. So maybe you might start with the kibble, something that's drier to feed, and then maybe you transition to something that's canned or wet based upon the preference of your pet. You also have to look at their medical conditions. Some of my pets, especially as they get older, they start to develop dental issues, and so they need a food that's going to be easier for them to digest.
Now, dogs and cats can be picky eaters. I love that Purina has a lot to choose from. So walk me through what we have.
Absolutely. So this is really focusing in on life stage. So everything on this side is going to be for that growth and development.
Oh, this is the Jackpot
This is going to be Jackpot
Okay,
side,
this side
okay?
right here.
And then as you walk your way to the middle, this is kind of the meat and potatoes, because this is going to be for your adults, right? And then we're going to make our way more towards the senior offerings as well. Here, you have dry formulas as well as canned formulas, and then there's also going to be capabilities in between too. So you really just have to figure out what your pet enjoys.
I noticed here digestive health.
Yes.
I mean, that's amazing. Vibrant maturity.
Yes.
Urinary tract. Allergen reducer.
Yeah.
I mean, you've really honed in on certain needs that dogs have, just like our kids.
Absolutely. So from a vet's perspective, I really appreciating being able to provide specifically targeted nutrition for my patients, for your pets. So you mentioned this cat food that is really supportive of the humans that love the cat, right? Because it's an allergen reducing food. So this gives an opportunity for those pet parents that may be a bit more sensitive to their cats, to the allergen that they're emitting. It helps reduce that amount, that load in the environment, so that everyone can live harmoniously together.
Wet food, kibbles, you know, for me, for Jackpot, wet food seems to stick too much to his teeth. So we make sure we try to brush his teeth almost every day if we can.
Good job.
Is that you or your wife?
My wife does that.
Let's be honest, Montel. So you bring up a really good point about form and function, which is the last point to consider. So I love offering a variety of options to my pets, whether it's going to be the kibble, like what you see pictured here, all the way to the canned or the wet food that you mentioned. It's really helpful, especially when they're young, like Jackpot, for them to get interested in both or all varieties. So then that way they don't become picky eaters.
Right, which we don't want.
We don't want that. And what I will say about canned food, what's really supportive, especially for our cats, is that it may add hydration, especially as they get older. So think
That's
about
important.
that. Absolutely.
Final thoughts. We've covered
Yes.
so much, but such great information.
So my final thoughts from a vet's perspective is at the end of the day, you want to make sure that your pet is eating a complete and balanced diet. Now, how you make that decision, how you choose, work with your veterinarian, work with your pet's preference, and at the end of it, keep them at a healthy body weight, because we have research to show that the longer that they keep an ideal body weight, the longer that they can live.
I love this. For our viewers who'd like more information on all of these products and then some,
Yes.
where can they go?
They can find us at purina.com/expertise. You can also find me on Instagram. I love connecting with the pet-loving community.
I can tell.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show today, Doctor.
Thank
for
you
sure.
so much.
And of course,
Thank
if you
you.
guys want more information, you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com. And Jackpot says, see you next time.
He's our superstar today. We'll be right back.